All right, so I made this program basically, I was like I told everybody else that was here before, it turned into a 4-hour program because this product can go to 18 different ways. That's not our goal today, is to actually bore you with all the science and everything else. So we're going to get this little video in there. It's going to teach you a little bit about the science. It's very basic and everything else about what the endocannabinoid system is and what the product does for you. The goal today is actually to try to help people understand what to buy. Because out there's a lot of people that really don't care about you, don't care about your pain, they don't care about lining their pockets with money. So there's a lot of marketing scams out there that are going to do to try to get you to buy their product. Cam knows a bit on it. We've actually been to a bunch of stores and saw some stuff and tried to show each other stuff, what it is. And it's very, very deceptive. And the goal is whether you buy our product or not, we want to make sure you buy a product that's safe. Because like I said before, if you buy a product that's not safe, you get sick, you tell everybody else it's not working, you get sicker and sicker and sicker, the government won't release it, they'll keep it as a regulated Schedule I drug, you'll never be able to get it, and those of us who are actually benefiting from it won't be able to buy it. All right, so that's the problem. The problem is that there's so many people out there right now just trying to scam people. People got sick in Utah, about 55 people got sick in Utah in January. Somebody bought it from Europe, synthesized it, sold it, and everybody got sick. They had to go to the hospital and everything else. So you can get it in Europe. You can get it in big jars in Europe. It'll come in, you don't know what's in it, and people will label it, slap a label, print the label, sell it on Amazon and stuff, and it's just not. It's not good for us that actually want to sell a good product, high quality product, and a product that works. So this is what we'll basically talk about a little bit. And I got some examples of some stuff on, I want to put on the slides, but the computer was having issues. Of stuff like on Amazon that'll actually show you the difference of what it is and how to actually pinpoint if it's fake, if it's something else. You can't really say fake. It is oil, but it's not cannabis oil. They just use a different word to make it sound like it is. So you're not getting any medical or medicinal benefit out of the product. Right? And some keywords that if you look on a bottle or online, you'll notice. So let's just go through the slides a little bit.
Refrigerator.
All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of history of the CBD. Basically, it's been a lot of people don't understand CBD's been in the country forever. A lot of people have used it. Europe's used it. Scientists began studying it in 1533, finding the benefits of it. Most people don't understand that. If you actually research a little bit, you'll actually see there was a law put into the United States that every farm in the United States had to produce hemp because it actually used to be what we use to make clothing. Before cotton came, your clothing was made out of hemp. It wasn't very comfortable, it was very scratchy, but it was made of hemp. So to help the government made every one of the farmers have hemp. Then cotton came through, and then people started noticing that if they actually took the flowers and everything else, they started getting some psychoactive effects of it. And that's where the government started to say, hey, we can't do this. 1950, hemp became outlawed in all 50 states. What you don't understand is that they didn't want to outlaw hemp, because hemp was still good. So what they did is we need to figure out how can we do this. There's a couple of major, I'm going to go into a little conspiracy theory here, but there's a couple of major billionaires, large corporations that says we need to get rid of it because we're in the cotton industry and everything else, so we need to hide it, so we're going to change hemp to marijuana. And we're going to call the psychoactive effect marijuana, and now we're going to change the word completely and start banning marijuana, and all these marijuana movies came out. All these pothead movies came out, all these smoke this stuff, and started making a bad rap, and that's how hemp slowly got completely removed from the United States. All right? So, it's pretty interesting if you look at the history of it, how it works. I know the Queen of England used it a lot for her, she had stomach problems, she used it all the time to cure her stomach problems. She would always have it, make some soup and tea out of it, and when she had stomach problems, she went through it, and basically helped her out. 1960, the Israeli organic chemist Raphael Mechoulam, everybody calls him the godfather of the hemp industry. I hate using that word because if I use godfather, I'm now talking about drugs, right? He's not the godfather. He's the first guy that actually figured out everything about hemp and the non-psychoactive parts of it, right? He was so intelligent that he actually found all this. He came to the United States. He came to the United States government and said, "Hey, I need some funding to show you what this can do because this is amazing." The government shut him down, sent him away. He went back to Israel and spent all his research in Israel. Guess what happened? When everything started going up, the United States came in. Said, "Hey, we're interested in your research." Took his research, went back to the United States, never paid him, never did anything. Took everything back to the United States. They actually did their own research and ended up finding a bunch of benefits for it. Here it says October 7, 2003, the United States government patented the first CBD-based patent was based for neuroprotective. In other words, they're actually did a study saying that it helps protect for TIA, strokes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, everything in the brain, concussions, all that. They knew about it. Conspiracy theory. If you actually look at the patent office, you'll find out they patented it in 1999. It was accepted in 2003.
Here, I ask you a question. Not about kind of question. You should put notes. It so happens I've been away from notes school for a long time. Am I allowed to take pictures of these notes?
Yeah, I can send this to you guys. Whatever. You see it. Most of the stuff I have when I have notes, I have the actual links to them on the bottom. So if you want those links that show all this, the patent and everything else, I have the patent office link. I'll be more than happy to send it.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
You then I can take a picture of it.
Whatever you want. You
Okay.
take a picture of it. I have no problem.
But let's save you trouble and.
It's fine. So yeah, so if you want to take notes or take pictures, please do go ahead and do that. Today, CBD is legal in all 50 states. All right, it's state legal. It's still federally legal because they're still trying to figure out how to actually manage it. The FDA has not approved most of it, but they have approved these isolates used for epilepsy now. The funny thing, if you actually research their, it's GW Pharma, if you actually research the company, their isolate. If you look online and buy an isolate, you can buy 99.9% of a CBD isolate online. GW Pharma's isolate is 98%, 98 or 97% CBD. They won't tell you what the other 3% is. But it also has now side effects. Or CBD alone does not have no side effects. So just imagine what they're sticking in that drug to actually, that our plan to actually make. The only way the FDA can actually approve anything is by having controlled studies. Controlled studies mean they have to be able to have one piece that they can view all the time and control. We'll get into the whole plant stuff. A whole plant cannot be controlled. The whole plant is different every time it grows.
Have it tested by a third party.
Yes.
To get mine.
Exactly. So the United States knew about it. If you look at, there's a bunch of, if you can actually listen to Dr. Raphael Latulum on YouTube, you can check it up. It's very interesting. There's like a 2-hour video of his information on it. And it gets in depth of everything about the endocannabinoid system, different type of plants, how much medicinal stuff is actually in the plant itself. They are still finding stuff to this day that's in that plant. It can help. This is a little video of actually the endocannabinoid system. It's pretty self-explanatory, so just if you want to watch, listen.
CBD, short for cannabidiol, is a non-psychoactive compound in cannabis responsible for many of cannabis's medical benefits. On the other hand, THC, short for tetrahydrocannabinol, is the psychoactive compound in marijuana that causes the high associated with cannabis use. They are two completely separate cannabinoids, which are a class of chemical compounds that interact with special receptors in our body called cannabinoid receptors. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, an American neurosurgeon and CNN's chief medical correspondent, changed his stance on the prohibition of cannabis while investigating its powerful therapeutic properties and witnessing CBD successfully treat Americans. He shocked mainstream America, saying, "We have been terribly and systematically misled for nearly 70 years in the United States, and I apologize for my role in that." From Dr. Gupta's review of the history of cannabis, he found that it has been a legitimate medicine for at least 3,000 years. And Dr. Gupta isn't alone in supporting cannabis research. The director of the National Institute on Drug Abuse, Dr. Nora Volkow, testified before the Senate saying that CBD appears to be a safe drug with no addictive effects, and the preliminary data suggests that it may have therapeutic value for a number Research has shown that CBD can influence many conditions and bodily functions, including inflammation, neuropathic pain, autoimmune disease, energy regulation, metabolism, reproductive function, appetite, depression, anxiety, and even cancer. But how can one cannabinoid affect so many bodily processes without causing adverse side effects? The answer lies in our biochemistry, the natural intelligence of the body. We have naturally occurring cannabinoid receptors all over our body that interact with CBD. We have these receptors because our body is constantly making its own cannabinoids. These receptors and cannabinoids make up most of our endocannabinoid system, or ECS. Our ECS is always in action, and it
Let's stop it there. So let's sort of stop it here for a minute. If you notice, a lot of people ask how can it affect all different parts of our body. Your endocannabinoid system, the receptors are in every one of these. They're in your brain, they're in your eyes, they're in your lungs, they're in your liver, they're in your kidneys, they're in your bowels, they're in your stomach, they're in your tooth, they're everywhere. All right? So they're finding out that most of the diseases out there were deficient in our endocannabinoid system. So what's different from you, it might be your lungs, it might be your brain, it might be your intestines, it might be, my stomach. It's everybody's different. So when you're giving the product to somebody, you have to make sure they understand it. So how it affects me will affect you differently. How it affects you, it affects her differently. So when you understand that every part of the body has that issue, and then everybody's deficient differently, you'll understand what the plant does. We're going to get a little bit later on the full plant and the isolate plants, but the full plant basically covers all of this. An isolate, they cover that.
The problem was in that there's no one ailment that you could say, CBD is good for this because your endocannabinoid system may not necessarily be deficient in that, or
Correct.
maybe. So it's kind of hard to label it as a.
But remember what I said before. Your body, and I'm going to get to this in a minute. Let me finish this and I'll get to what you're saying in a minute.
No, you're right, Steve.
You're right, but I'll get to that point in a minute.
a major factor in keeping us healthy. Many doctors now think that some people suffer from an endocannabinoid imbalance, known as clinical endocannabinoid deficiency, or CED. People suffering from CED may benefit by supplementing with cannabinoids such as CBD. CBD is the most abundant cannabinoid in health, a cannabis crop the federal government allowed individual states to legalize in the 2014 Farm Bill. Hemp-derived CBD is legal in all 50 states, is non-addictive, does not cause a high, and is easy to incorporate into your current health routine.
Very big.
All right. So,
Beautiful.
to your point, what I was saying, here's what a lot of people don't understand about CBD. CBD, the liquid itself, does absolutely nothing for you. Unlike if you take an aspirin, an aspirin has chemicals in it. If those chemicals actually really have an effect. Understand what I'm saying? CBD basically works with your body. In other words, your body protects itself. It has its own decision on what it does. We'll call those like little locks. All right, if I got stomach problem, there's a lock on it. My body doesn't want to actually help itself, so there's a lock. I just can't get that motor running to help my stomach. What CBD actually does, it actually is the key. It opens that lock to your body's potential. That's why it's not really specifically made for a cause itself. It's not made for nausea. It's not made for something, an anxiety or anything else. It's made for your body to regulate itself. So it's a key and lock thing. So we're just opening your body's potential.
So is it like the multivitamin?
I would call it like a,
right? I mean,
well, multivitamin,
is like
yeah, but if a multivitamin you're deficient, so you're surplusing your body with that multivitamin. You're not giving a multivitamin so your body reproduces that vitamin. Makes sense?
Yeah.
This, your endocannabinoid system is actually found is actually asleep. That's why we're deficient. It's no longer talking. The synapses are no longer talking. they're firing, but they're not talking anymore. So what the CBD does, it opens up, they fire, they start talking, then they start producing the stuff to help those issues that you have. So it's opening your body's own potential to cure itself. So the liquid itself, the bottle itself, the plant itself is not what's curing the nausea. It's not what's curing the pain. If you have pain receptors, your body actually creates its own anandamide and everything else to actually relieve that pain. But those receptors where the pain is are not talking to actually do that. We're going to give CBD, whatever type is coming into that plant. We're going to unlock your body. Your body is going to go, oh, there's pain down there. Let's send everything down there that we need to actually repair itself. It's not sending CBD down there, having CBD repaired.
So Gary,
Makes sense?
CBD is like the tool
Yes.
to tell your body to restore, to
Yes.
balance,
Exactly.
everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why it's so hard for the FDA or everybody else to actually keep it in controlled tests because they can't control it. Like I said, your lock is different than my lock. It's like how my body may be running a little bit faster than your body. So when it's unlocked, it heals a little bit faster. If you break a bone, you heal at a certain speed. It's going to speed up that healing process by actually making your body work that way. That's why everything works.
Show off. He's showing
That
off.
makes sense.
He earned. You earned it.
Wait, we're
So,
Ian has something to say. Oh,
yeah, some ways we're gonna let. I need to see the one way. Some ways where they don't take it. They have a problem with these people. Like you want to take this and put some, we take it.
listen, love
And
is
he's
moral.
saying-
Love is moral.
I'm not sure I heard that.
He's talking about Jose. Jose has a foot problem with inflammation. We've been telling him to actually take the CBD oil. He's like, no. Then he finally started taking it. He's like, oh, it started
Oh,
to
that
feel
worked.
Ah.
Hey, it works. Trust me, it works.
So
That's why we're all here. It's really work.
the biggest thing that most people when they talk about it, and again, hemp is a cannabis plant. I'm going to get a little bit more depth between hemp and the real cannabis plant, but cannabis, it all comes from a cannabis plant. You have CBD and THC in it. All right. The difference is that the THC is the psychoactive one, the one that gets you high. CBD is the more beneficial one. What ends up happening is that everybody keeps saying, "Am I going to get high? I'm going to get high. I'm going to get high." No, you're not going to get high. We had a couple the other day. Goes, well, I used to be taking the drugs. If I have a little bit of THC in it, I'm going to feel it. Chances are you're not going to feel it. There's not that much in there to actually give you that psychoactive effect. The reason it's in there is because you want that full plant effect. CBD and THC together work together. Do they have to be together to get the benefit out of it? No. But again, that depends on where you get your product from and how your product is actually made. But if you can actually get the THC in there, it actually works more synergistically because you're not taking anything out of the plant.
Is there the hemp plant technically has THC in it, and they extract the CBD from the hemp plant?
No. The hemp plant's grown with a limited amount of THC in it. There's 12 months.
So
Male and female.
it's a different species of
Yes.
Cannabis is different.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So they're technically two different
Yes.
plants.
They're the same plant but grown two different
But of
ways.
course, cannabis itself has CBD as well as hemp.
Correct. But it's more grown for the THC. That side of the plant's more grown
But the
for THC.
psychoactive effect of it.
If you let the plant grow to its full potential, you're going to get a THC high plant. You're just going to feed that. But if you keep it more of a controlled atmosphere, which is what the government's actually watching in most of the hemp farms that we have that are growing right now, they're keeping it under 0.02%. So at a certain level, as the plant's growing, they have to actually stop it. They can't let it get too close to the bales. People can't get too close together because if they do, all of a sudden, boom, you turn into a THC plant. So it's you have to watch your plant grow. It's not like just putting it in the ground and saying, "Give myself CBD."
So Gary, basically the plant, it's only one plant, but it's the process of how big it grows that's going to involve the THC or
Correct.
not.
Correct. So they're always watching the plant. That's important. And they know
So
this.
what about the male and female? Their role is
They're actually
only,
different heights. They're different plants.
but if it grows to a certain height, then it gets together, it doesn't.
Yeah, at a certain time, they have to actually cultivate it before it goes to past that level. Once it gets past that level, it's actually no longer good for
But
them.
isn't there technically a male and a female plant,
Yes,
right? Yeah. The male doesn't produce flower or vice versa.
correct. In fact, I think, don't quote me on this, I think the sativa plant is actually more or less the male plant, and the indica plant is more or less the female plant.
Oh, really?
Is there any difference in the strength of the CBD from one
Yes.
to another?
They basically said the sativa plant is more of a relaxing plant, the indica plant more of an energy
No, that's opposite.
plant.
Yeah, sativa is
So
the
the
energy
male
and the
would
indica
be
is the
more
more.
energy.
Yeah.
The male would be
But
more
again,
energy.
that can go to a whole new
Yeah,
different.
no,
Like I
it's
said,
just curious.
give me a 4-hour
Yeah,
lecture
just on the plant.
on the plant itself, on how it's grown.
Where you get, where you get yours from?
Ours are from the sativa plant.
Okay.
Where we get everything up from, where it's grown, and everything else. So. I'll go a 4-hour different direction to where I want to go.
You're up.
So again, we said the CBD is non-active, THC is psychoactive. We want to make sure that we actually use more of the CBD because it's actually that's where a lot more of the medicinal benefits are is in the CBD. The THC, a lot of people think about the THC, take the THC one because they think that mentally, if I'm high and I don't feel anything, I'm good.
Okay.
Don't laugh. That's not how they're
They
selling it
do.
to a lot of doctors.
Yeah,
Because,
sure.
but again,
To numb the pain.
Well, it's the same thing as pain control.
Medicine, painkiller. and all that.
yeah, the understand and everything else, muscle relaxers, it's exactly the same thing.
They want that instant effect. Like they want that instant effect.
Right.
And that's what you're gonna get when you're actually selling it, or you actually bring somebody a bottle. The first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna watch them. You're gonna go. You're like, what are you waiting for? I'm waiting until they happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Really, nothing's gonna happen, dude. So it's not gonna close up.
I know.
Nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna take it, and that's the biggest thing. When it helps for sleep, the biggest thing is people take it and they wait for them to take sleeping pills, drop dead, drowsy, pass out. I'm like, I can't wait for sleep. You're waiting for that effect. You're not going to get that effect. Once you calm down and just take it as a normal supplement every day, you'll notice that when you go to bed, it'll actually just relax. Because you're not worried about what's happening. It just relaxes you.
And you notice in the morning, like when you wake up, you're like, wow, I slept really good.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
You wake up early, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm waking up this early. But
But you
next thing
feel
you know,
good.
you feel good.
Enough
Because your
for-
body's
and your
recovered.
sleep, you went into deeper sleep. That's
Yeah.
what I noticed. Like with fibromyalgia, you sleep like 6 inches above the mattress.
Right.
But with the oil, what it does is once I fall asleep, I sleep, so I don't have to be 12 hours in the bed having 4 hours sleep.
Exactly.
I go to bed, I'm 8 hours, and I have like 6, 7 good hours of sleep. It's a total different ballgame. And in
Exactly.
the morning, like she said, I'm not grumpy because of the side effects.
And that's one of the best benefits that most people don't understand. So if you're asking somebody the first question you ask, how's your sleep? Because a lot of people understand that sleep deprivation, which we can go into another avenue, is a lot of causes of actually sickness, illness, depression, PTSD. The more you can't sleep, the more issues you actually have in your body. So when you start getting good sleep, your body's recovering faster, it's healing faster, it's feeling better. You're not going to get those illnesses or the PTSDs or the depression that often.
It's one of the three things your body needs to actually survive.
Exactly.
Nutrients, oxygen, and sleep.
Exactly. Most people don't understand that. The old health books like, oh, there's 24 hours in a day, you should be working 24 hours and sleep one. That doesn't work. They've already done studies. You need 8 or 9 hours of sleep, or you need at least a good REM sleep to actually recover your body so that you can mentally function and physically function. That's what they study nowadays. So that's one of the biggest benefits when you sell it. First thing you ask, how's your sleep? Like, well, I never really noticed that. I'm actually sleeping better. And now you know, tell them the product's
That's
actually
the first.
starting to
That's
work.
the first thing I think
Well, there's a,
everyone notices.
and the difference with the THC effect and the difference with the CBD, you don't know what is making you feel better, because if you went out and had 5 drinks, you probably wouldn't be in pain again either. But the problem is that's what the THC is doing. When people don't like that feeling, even cancer patients, we hear it all the time, they hate that feeling. They feel like they're still not with it at all.
Correct.
And CBD will not do that to them. And they actually start functioning better, even when they're on chemo and radiation.
Or lyric offices. same thing.
Yeah,
You
And
ran up yourself.
as a company that sells this stuff and sells CBD, the number one thing you got to remember is nowadays companies look at Facebook's, Instagrams, they research, they do background checks without even you knowing, and they won't even tell you. You apply for a job and they're going to drug test. So the last thing you want to do is give somebody something that they may pop or lose their job. You're not here to make them lose their job. You're here to help them feel better, recover from stuff. So the two biggest questions I ask before I give anything is, are you drug tested? We do make a non-THC product, which is actually just as good as the THC one. And like I said, THC is good, works in combination with CBD. If you can use that product, great. Our product is THC free. In other words, we take the whole plant, put it a little bit different. More information out there later. We take the whole plant, take all the CBD and THC out at the same time, and then we redo it again and take the THC out of it. When we take that THC out of it, terpenes, phytocannabinoids, and other stuff fall out. We put that back in our bottles. We don't take all that and leave it. We just take out the THC. Whereas other companies will just take out the THC and it'll give you a CBD, and that's all you're getting. You notice it's isolate, you're not getting anything else. You can actually look it up in third-party reports, which I have later on. All right. This is why we came here. This is the biggest thing. The difference between CBD, cannabis oil, hemp oil, and everybody's favorite hemp seed oil.
Oh, yeah.
What are you buying? You don't know unless you actually read. This is the biggest thing. This is the hardest one to find because it's still legal in the States. It's hard to get. All right. This is basically what your CBD is. CBD hemp oil. This is what you're trying to get. This is what you're going to get. All right. If you actually go with the medical CBD companies that actually have legally allowed to actually grow ones with THC, this is what they're giving you. Because they're actually able to play with the levels of THC in it. So they'll ask you, you want a 5-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 1-to-1 gram. You'll see that in that, which means they're playing with the level of THC. That's your cannabis oil. That's your highest one that's really hard to get unless the government says you're good to go, you get a card. All right? This is us. CBD hemp oil, it has 0.3% or less in it. All right, it's not made for recreational, it's actually made for medicinal effects. There's no psychoactive effect into it. It's made from a whole cannabis plant. Flower, stalks, leaves, and seeds. This is important to understand. Flowers, stalks, leaves, and seeds. Alright? Simple. Flowers and leaves have the highest content of CBD in it. Stalks and seeds do not. And you'll see that, and you'll see that. They'll say hemp extract, stalks and seeds. Hemp extract, seeds. They have basically zero to no medicinal benefit in it. Alright? This costs nothing to produce. What they do have is all they have in is omega-3 oils.
The hemp seed.
The hemp seed and the stalk have no medicinal benefit to it. It's the flower and the buds that actually have it. That's why you want to take the whole plant, put it in the blender, not take the flowers off and just put the stalk and seeds. But to get a whole plant costs a lot more money to get a whole plant with a stalk and seed because you can actually go down the road and buy stalk and seeds. As if you're going to grow your plant.
There's no medicinal benefit.
But there's zero medicinal benefits to it. Alright, that's a big thing. And this is where the marketing companies actually come in and start playing with the words, and this is what they're selling you.
So what is it, CBD? What?
It's just, we're selling CBD hemp, which is a full, you gotta look for full cannabis plant, full hemp plant, full spectrum.
Whole plant.
Not an
Are
isolate.
those synonymous? Full spectrum, whole plant.
Yes.
So
The companies that are not lying to you will write that in their bottle. Full plant, full spectrum. Some people will still put full spectrum on it, but you gotta be careful because they're still giving you an isolate. You gotta know what to look for. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. Because an isolate is an isolate, like I said, it takes everything out of it.
an isolate could be any one of those four
Correct.
components.
Basically,
Flower,
really more or less, we stalk and seeds. This is part of
Or
this.
if it's a flower or stalk, they're not going to say isolate, they're going to say spectrum.
No.
Show the benefit of it. Is
Yeah.
full spectrum all four of those?
All four.
Okay, it is all four.
Yes.
Even though the seeds and the stalks
Yes.
have no medicinal benefit?
Correct, because you're not playing with the flower. You're dumping it in the
whole
blender.
thing
You're just,
in, I
So I'm getting the omega-3s, whatever else is in there. I don't want to touch the plant. I want to take the plant out of the earth, put it in a blender, bottle it.
So you need all 4 ingredients to make
Correct.
a full prep.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
So you got to be careful with that because most of them will sell you stocks and seeds, which is an omega-3 oil,
Marie, that's what you have.
Yeah, we've done.
which is called what is an omega-3 oil called?
ACT.
Dietary supplement. If you see in your bottle of hemp oil dietary supplements, you are not getting anything. But you're getting an MCT oil or omega-3s. That is all you're getting. Because by law, CBD hemp is not a dietary supplement. You cannot put that down, it's not on it. So no real CBD company will put dietary supplement on the bottle. Alright? They'll put full spectrum CBD. Try to be careful because Iceland will also use the word I just saw it this morning. Broad spectrum. Just another fake word. Trying to act like
What is that?
broad. It's another fake word to use for marketing. Right? Your bottle needs to say full plant or full spectrum.
Do you think the government or the FDA is going to start going towards labeling in order
They've already started.
to eliminate confusion?
They've already started.
You know, like certain industries, or use the wine industry for example, in order to say it's Cabernet, it's got to be 75% Cabernet grade and 25% of anything else.
If you look at the FDA site, they've already sent a bunch of letters out. Like one lady said, she bought since 2015, they've been sending letters out saying you don't have what's in your pocket.
Wow.
They'll say broad spectrum, and they'll say no, there's no CBD in there. You got stock.
And these people are the ones that are telling us that it's only 50, 60%. Well, we're not even getting into CBD.
You're getting
Right.
like your body, you're getting omega-3 oils. That's
Right.
all you're getting.
Well,
Now you can have like ours MCT oil added to it. That's fine. It's easier for the digestible, not for absorbability, bioavailability of the product. That's the best way to actually have it. But you just don't want to have just olive oil or
that's not what you find.
that's what you buy. Yeah, put it on. Tell everybody, oh, it doesn't work and stuff like that.
Marie has an amazing story with
So you're full spectrum, you'll notice it smells like pot. You open your bottle and it smells like pot, you got a full spectrum. Because every plant, marijuana doesn't smell like marijuana. It's a big misconception. Marijuana actually smells of the terpenes and the extra cannabinoids. Every plant smells differently. When you open your bottle and you smell it and it smells like pot, you're smelling the terpenes and the phytocannabinoids of the plant. You're not smelling the THC. THC don't smell.
But this doesn't smell like pot.
It's gonna smell like pot. Some are stronger, some are less.
I don't smell anything, so I just take it for granted.
Yes, no, it does.
It's strong. It's
Yeah,
Oh,
you'll notice a
All of my
strong smell.
friends have tried. They say,
Yeah.
oh my god, is this pot or what?
Yeah, you don't think you're gonna get high because it smells strong. No, the stronger the smell, the higher your CBDs and THCs and plants are. And again, every plant's different. It's grown to its strength. So you get a little bit of ups and downs. You're also getting everything. Like I told everybody else, CBD, get the CBD, CBN, CBL, CBCBAs, and a bunch of other ones they're finding. That's your full spectrum plant. Alright? Be very careful because cannabinoid stands for all of these. It also stands for itself. So if it says I'm getting cannabinoid, I'm maybe getting one cannabinoid, not all the cannabinoids. Because they're allowed. Technically, you're getting a cannabinoid. So cannabidiol is what this is called. So if you say I get 99.9% pure cannabidiol, which one am I getting?
All of it, 99% of all.
You're getting one. One.
Really?
That's how they sell it. That's how they sell it only for $50 on Amazon. They're giving you that one. And if you actually go to the like, oh yeah, we're third-party research. You can go to third-party research and they'll show you all the cannabinoids in it. And it'll say CBD, nothing else. That means you're getting isolate. Nothing else in it. You want a full spectrum. A full spectrum, you'll see a CBD level, you see a CBN level, CBL level, this level, you see terpenes, you see everything actually in that. That means you've got the full plant.
And you put that all in the bottle.
They won't put it on the bottle, third-party testing. So if you see it, you're not sure, and you say we have third-party testing, call, ask, and they see your third-party testing.
We have it on.
If it comes back, last an example. If it comes back as just one CBD, you've got a nice. They're selling you full spectrum isolate. 99% of that
Which
isolate.
has very few medicinal benefits.
And just because it's third-party testing doesn't mean it has all the cannabinoids. Right?
If you're going to do third-party testing, you want to prove that you have your product.
It's costly.
Because
It's very
this
costly.
this costs money, that one costs money, that one costs money, that one costs money, those cost money. So if I'm going to pay for a $50 test, or I'm going to pay for a $300 test. If I'm paying for a $300 test, I'm telling you what's in my bottle.
Of course.
If I'm paying you for a $50 test, I just want your money.
But is the FDA regulated what you can say
Yes.
inside your bottle? They do. Okay. So,
Not yet, but they have sent letters out to Green Roads in Florida and other places saying your bottles are not what it says to be. There's no cannabinoid in it. They are checking bottles and testing and then sending letters out.
that's important.
Yeah,
Like,
so
food,
they're-
you know.
Well, that's what's happening. So here's the other one. Here's the big one: hemp seed oil. Strictly nutritional. This is your big omega fats. This is your dietary supplement. This is your stocks and seeds. Exactly. But what are they going to put on the bottle? CBD oil, hemp oil, 100% pure hemp oil.
Then when you read it,
When you read it, you look at the ingredients. It says hemp seed.
you're done. Minus
All you're
one.
getting is crystal oil, olive oil, or
You gotta read the ingredients. Bottom line.
And you
and
have-
they're tricky because they'll say full spectrum hemp oil, and on the back they'll say from seeds and hemp seed oil. They'll put it on the front of the label and they'll put what's in it on the back. So if you don't take the time to actually read what you're getting and do a little bit of a little extra research, you're buying omega-3s.
Is that false advertising?
No, not really. There's
Put it in the front.
Not yet.
There's no laws.
They
There's
may,
no laws.
Not
if that's in their name, then they can put whatever they want.
Gary, not yet.
Not yet. There's no laws. It's not regulated.
Could be. We're hoping. I think they're.
We're hoping it's
getting
going to
there.
change soon, but it's not regulated. This is what I mean. It's the same thing as every nutritional supplement on the shelf. You're buying what you think the company's giving you. So you got to trust where you're getting it from. You got to believe the guy that's giving it to you is actually real. He's doing it for a real reason, not just trying to line his pockets. Because you're going to get the dude that sells, buy something from Europe, in a 2-gallon bottle, slap the label on it, and sell it to you. They're all over the internet. They're on Amazon, and they'll say full spectrum helps with anxiety, helps with nausea, helps with this. And you look at the label, I got them. This one even says FDA approved.
Oh my God.
It's not FDA approved. The FDA did approve one, but not this one. All right, so you got to be careful. And since it's not regulated, you got to be sure where you're getting it.
You gotta be educated on reading the label.
Yes, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to tell you the difference where it comes from. So you want your full spectrum. This is the main stuff that people are buying. This is what your product at $56.
Yeah.
They're buying. So when they're arguing with you at this, you're getting this or an isolate. Because it's a lot cheaper to actually cold press a seed than a full plant. Alright? So I can cold press a bunch of seeds, make a bunch of oil, pay $50 to have a little bit tested, and now I can sell it, bought the seed for what, maybe $4 for a little gram, some oils, sell it for $50, like 5 or 6 bottles, just made a 200% profit on your misery. That's what we don't want to do. That's why we're trying to get into to understand. Alright, are you confused yet? Probably. Because, like I said, it can go in 85 directions if you don't do your research. Again, I talked about isolates and full plants. Remember, stocks and stems are basically the isolates. Alright? It's a lot more expensive to grow flowers and buds. It's a lot harder. Right? So what do these guys do? What do the companies and farmers do when their buds and flowers fall apart? Sell the stocks and seeds to somebody else and let them sell them. Alright? So they have it back. So they're still making money on the back end without you knowing if you're into another company letting you do it. Alright, so your isolates are basically stocks and seeds. They can call it 100%, 99.9% CBD, because that's what you're getting. You're getting CBD from CBD plants. And you're getting anything beneficial out of it. Alright, so just be careful about that. Make sure you get the stuff from a credible place. What? You gotta read all. Do everything well. Alright, so this is an example of a CBD company that says it's full spectrum. can't really be full spectrum and has no THC in it and it has only one CBD in it. That's all it has in this bottle. That's nothing else. But it'll add its website and say it's 100% full spectrum, 2,000 milligrams. So you're getting this. That's it. And again, they're selling it for like 50, 60 bucks. For everybody keeps complaining why ours is so expensive. Ours is not expensive. You acquire what's in it. We're not cheap, but the quality is just amazing that we have. But this is what you're getting. And then you gotta add this. They'll take this little bit and they'll add hemp seed oil to it. So now the amount of CBD that's isolate you have will go down because they put hemp seed oil in it. So now in that bottle, diminish the amount you have in it. So they're making like a 200% profit on whatever they're making. But have third party tested. Remember, everybody says make sure it's third party tested. So what do? You go see, hey, look, it's third party test, so it must be good. Look what's in the test. You'll know if it's an isolate or not. Oh, they put the other one on. Okay. I had another one up. I wanted to show. Actually, I was trying to show ours. Just so you can see the difference.
So the bottom line to this is trust right now, right?
Trust
What
and
you're giving knowledge.
trust and knowledge of where know what you're looking for.
If you buy something on Amazon, and they show you front and bottle, you order it, you know it's exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I looked on Amazon for they tell you what's on the back of the bottle.
When she pointed out what I
They should
bought,
have.
I saw green. They should
Yeah.
have.
They tell you.
But this, people are not educated. And they see, they think they're getting the deal for CBD, but it's isolated, it's not full.
Pull up our website.
And then people are buying that from 50 cents, like I used to.
You'll see product, and you'll see
Like,
lab
that's your
third party
first thing
testing.
people say, I see for $50. You know that.
I have one client like that. She did not buy it again, I know why. She didn't see the difference. She's gonna go back to her old product. She will not looks like this. She was back and she was like, do I? Yeah.
All right. So if you go.
I can't find fragrance.
All right. So this is our full spectrum. You can see we got CBD, we got a little bit of the CBD, we got a little bit of that CBD. The THC level is in there.
That's yours.
And you find that, like, all the companies, if they say third party tested, they'll have that information listed on their website.
Yes, or you have to call them and ask them,
Call and ask.
and they'll send you something. And then what we have, then we check our heavy metals, make sure we have all the heavy metals, and then we show you every terpene that's in our bottle. All right. So this is, you'll rarely see this on any one of the bottles. Some you will see, but this is our terpenes, the extra stuff that actually give you the entourage effect. Most of them just want the CBD, but this stuff is one of the important stuff to actually deal with also the entourage effect. So you'll see what we have in our bottle. If they show you this stuff and the stuff that you're actually looking at, it's probably pretty good. But then again, anybody can grab from these from the website, like ours is copy protected, download it and put it on there, send it to you. So you don't know. So again, you have to make sure where you're getting it is from a reputable source and what the guidance or the company is doing it correctly. Beneficial reasons, not just to line his pockets.
If that was on the website, right?
Some of them are on the website. This one's on our website. So you'll see most of the stuff on our website that we have. Every time we get it back, we get it in, we actually pay the extra money to actually do it. And that's where your cost comes in. And your cost doesn't come in actually the plant itself. The cost actually comes in actually testing to make sure you guys are actually safe in it. You know, if you're safe, then you're gonna have good results. If you have good results, you're gonna come back, you're gonna tell your friends and everything else. So that's the biggest thing. So, like I said, I had a couple of things quickly. This is some stuff like on Amazon, daily hemp. Then you're gonna get some hemp oil. It actually says Super Hemp 500. it helps with your body, brain function, tree function, immune system, immune support. It says it's FDA approved, all natural, made in the USA, yada yada yada. If you look in the back, you'll see hemp extract, aerial plant parts, which means that's another word for them to actually say stock and seeds are hemp seed oil. So they're actually changing wording now to actually try and still fool you. Yeah. It would just say hemp. It would just say full hemp and tell you how many cannabinoids in it. It would actually have exactly what it is. But it says hemp extract. Anytime you see the words in your study, hemp extract, you know it's coming from hemp seed oil or something else. It's not coming from it. So you gotta be careful with the bottles that you're actually doing. So you guys can take a look at that. Here's a pet one that I saw. Because also they have CBDs good for pets. With full spectrum hemp extract. Full spectrum. There's no such thing as full spectrum hemp
There's
extract.
vanilla extract.
It's full spectrum CBD plant. All right. Again, you see the extract, you know you're in trouble. All right. You look in the back, it'll say the same thing. It doesn't say full anymore. Now it says domestic hemp extract. It doesn't say full. Now it says domestic hemp. So they use it in the front. Put full spectrum because everybody's now looking for full spectrum. So they added it in, but kept the hemp extract, so they can't say they're lying. It really is a hemp extract. But again, you're not getting what you're actually paying for. So the dog isn't getting any benefit. He's getting something they get free. It's probably good for him. Probably slide out to it. That's right.
Sometimes that's enough.
Some are getting really creative because now the new word out there is phytocannabinoids. Phytocannabinoids. So they're actually saying full spectrum phytonutrients. Nutrients.
Thank you.
It's just putting keywords in to make everybody think that what they're buying is actually buying something what they're supposed to get. This is another one. Ultra Hemp 500 hemp oil drops. Buying hemp, right? At the bottom, this is dietary supplement. Scroll right in the bottom. It actually has hemp extract, aerial parts, exactly the same thing. So you're getting basically.
So the good thing is that they are telling you what's in it. You just can't trust the
You have to know what you're looking for. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta. So
If
that's
nobody
good.
educates you like we're trying to do,
Right. You just read the label.
read label, you're seeing you're getting full hemp.
Right.
That's hemp. 500 milligrams.
Even a lot of doctors are so
FDA
uneducated about
approved.
the CBD oil. But we're with Bolton Cross Orthopedic. They refer tons of people. And the only thing they can say is those people do go back to them and they say the stuff's amazing. So that's why they keep referring. But we have one doctor over there that just is so detailed that they're finding everything out about it. As soon as this thing breaks open with the phone bill, they want to be able to let go of this and go with it. But they can't yet. They can't put it in their hospitals. They can't really put it in offices. They shouldn't.
They only recommend it. They can't say you don't get it. So it's hard to recommend. Again, it's hard.
Certain doctors' offices, like my doctor, the K doctor has it.
Yeah, but she went through a few of them that she found.
Right, but she happens to be one of the educated doctors who knows. Like when I showed her your product, she knew right away that it was, the real deal.
Yeah.
She was
Same
a
thing.
crap on it.
Same thing I heard. She went to her doctor, and the doctor said he's taking 7,000 milligrams of CBD.
Oh yeah, I went to another doctor. Well, I went to a doctor.
What's in it? I don't know. Is it working? I don't know. 7,000 milligrams. You should be.
Right. And he
Oh,
says, well, I
sleeping,
take it
standing
like
up or
I take a full dropper 4 times a day. I'm like, what the hell are you saying? There's nothing in it. I mean, I'm looking, and you're getting full. And he goes, well, look what I got. And it comes in a pretty box, and it's in a. You're getting nothing. Right? You shouldn't be having to take 4 full droppers a day.
Yeah. That's the other thing a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people go straight to the 3,000 bottles and 5,000 bottles. If you notice, that's where all these guys and companies are selling 3,000 bottles, 5,000 bottles. Because everybody thinks more is better.
Right.
CBD, more is not better. Right? The quality is better. As you take it, you'll actually start taking less because your body works. it's working. Remember, CBD's not doing anything. It's producing your body to do all the
Putting
good
it in
stuff.
a home.
So when your body's actually leveled out, taking more is not going to make it leveler. You're already leveled out. Body's doing what it's supposed to do. You're just staying healthy, so you can actually sit the same. But again, that's the other thing. Look at the bottles. If you see 3,000 milligrams, check to see their lower dosage. Chances are they got 1,500 milligrams.
Yeah.
And all they did was double the bottle. Put two 1,500s into 3,000. You're not really buying a stronger CBD. You're just buying 2 bottles in one.
Yeah, but you're paying more.
But yet it says 3,000 milligrams, so I'm going to go for it.
You gotta look at the milligrams per
For those.
Yeah.
per dose, yeah.
Look at that and look at the size of the bottles. I saw one at 5,000 milligrams. Like, damn, that's it was like they were selling it for like $500. I'm like, oh, maybe some real stuff. And I saw it like a 4-ounce bottle, four bottles for $400.
What is pure body? The bottles are 1 ounces?
Yeah, 1 ounce. 1 ounce. The milligrams are actually what's in it.
Right.
So
1,000.
1,000, 1,500, 3,000. That's
They're
what's in
always
it.
1 ounce.
Oh, you
All
want
the time. That's what I was talking about my people in Canada, because they were talking about, they saw some, and they said, listen, it's always the same size, but the strength is.
Exactly. Double check because you say, well, I got the same thing as you. You'll find a full spectrum. My full spectrum only cost me $79. You see your bottle. Half an ounce. Yeah. Double your bottle. You just say pay the same price as mine. So you put it in a smaller bottle or you put it in a much bigger bottle. That's how they play with their dosages and their price.
Or if you look on the back of the bottle, you're gonna see milligram per dose. The highest I've seen out there was maybe on 1,000 milligram, 13 milligrams per dose. I've not seen 33.3.
So
That's what Jeff said. First after you told me that, I looked and she was right. Even in Canada, I was looking to see.
I'm dying to get this open.
any questions? Did it help?
A lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Understand a little bit
Yes.
more?
A lot, yes. A lot better with the plan than with
I need 5 more
what's
bottles.
good, what's not good.
No, seriously,
What a THC.
I think that's what we do.